Today's lesson will show you how to easily make the perfect TH sound in English. Now, the reason most English language learners struggle with this TH sound is because that sound doesn't exist in their own language. And so they get into bad habits of replacing the TH sound with another sound. For example, this becomes dis, and thanks becomes sanks.
Hi, Steve.
Do you want to go out tonight?
No, I'm having a bath.
You're having a bat? What, are you playing cricket?
No, I'm having a hot bath.
A bath. You're having a bath.
That's right.
Did you just call me fat? But like all bad habits, they can be broken. And in this lesson, that's exactly what we're going to do. Break those bad habits. Don't worry if you find it a struggle, because I'm going to take you step by step through the best techniques to use. And there's going to be loads of exercises and examples, as well as bonus tips of how to use the TH sound in fast connected English, so you can sound like a native English speaker. And finally, you get to take part in a real life conversation, which will really boost your confidence. So by the end of this video, you'll be pronouncing the English TH sound perfectly. For a free PDF guide to this lesson, simply click on the link in the first comment. Hi, I'm Steve. Let's do this. There are two different TH sounds that are used in English. One is the soft, breathy th sound, and the other is the louder, buzzy th sound. Let's start with the easier, soft, breathy TH sound, and it's found in words like thanks and bath. To make these sounds correctly, the first thing you have to do is get your mouth and your tongue into the right position. To start, open your mouth slightly and rest your tongue over your bottom teeth, like this. It's important that your tongue doesn't come too far past your bottom teeth, otherwise you'll make sound and you'll look silly. But it does have to be a tiny bit past your bottom teeth, like this. Next, close your mouth so your top teeth just rest on top of your tongue. It's not firm pressure, it's just resting. Your tongue should be firm, not too stiff and not too floppy. If you run your tongue over your top teeth, that's the sort of firmness that you need in your tongue. So it's relaxed, but still firm. Now, once you've got your mouth and your tongue in the correct position, all you have to do is breathe and feel the air flow through your top teeth and around the sides of your tongue, like this. Once more. You try. Don't worry if this feels a little awkward at first. It's because you've got into those bad habits. But today we're going to break them. So one more time, get your tongue in the right position, not too far forward, quite firm, rest your top teeth on it and breathe. Remember, it's a nice, soft, breathy sound. One more time. Now let's try some English words that have this soft, breathy sound at the beginning. Say them out loud after me. And remember, get your tongue and your mouth in exactly the right position, even if it feels awkward. Think. Thief. Thought. Throne. Thick. And now at normal speed, think, thief, thought, throne, thick. Next, let's try them in a sentence. I love the thrill of theme park rides. Once more, a little faster. I love the thrill of theme park rides. It's really important that you get this absolutely right and you're comfortable with it before you move on. So hit the pause and rewind and do those exercises again if you need to. Remember, it can take a little time to break bad habits. Okay, next, let's practice some of those breathy, soft th sounds that appear inside of English words. I'll say them first and I'll say them slowly and exaggerate that sound. You just copy me. Birthday. Toothpaste. Nothing. Notice here the G at the end is changed into a k sound. This is really common in natural English. So it's nothing. Nothing. You try. Earthquake. Method. Now if you're feeling confident, let's do them again at normal speed. If not, don't forget, just hit that rewind button and go through them again slowly. But once you're confident, let's do them at normal speed. Birthday. Toothpaste. Nothing. Earthquake. Method. Great. Now let's try those in a sentence. Olympic athletes do everything enthusiastically. And at normal speed, Olympic athletes do everything enthusiastically. Next, let's work on this soft, breathy th sound when it appears at the end of English words. First, slowly. Breath. Cloth. Mouth. Fifth. That's a tricky one. Take your time, remember your mouth and tongue position. Fifth. Growth. And now at normal speed, breath, cloth, mouth, fifth, growth. And now let's try it in a sentence. After her bath, she went for a walk along a path. And now at normal speed, after her bath, she went for a walk along a path. Now let's totally break the habit of using a different sound to replace the soft, breathy th sound in English by using some pairs of words. Follow me and remember to get your tongue in the right position and just rest your top teeth on it. Think, sink, think. Thank, dank, thank. Author, order, author. Faith, face, faith. And now at normal speed, think, sink, think. Thank, dank, thank. Author, order, author. Faith, face, faith. Now, Let's move on to the other TH sound in English. It's the louder, buzzy TH sound. The good news is that your mouth and tongue are roughly in the same position, but there is a slight difference. To make this sound correctly and more easily, you need to move your tongue slightly off your bottom teeth and push it against your top teeth. It's only a slight move, but it allows room for your tongue to vibrate. Technically, this sound starts with your vocal cords, which are here in your voice box in your neck. However, I want you to forget that. All you need to do is make your tongue buzz and vibrate. In other words, make it sound like your mobile phone when you have it on silent. Let's give it a try. Move your tongue slightly off your bottom teeth so it's just pressing against your top teeth. And copy me. If you're doing it correctly, your tongue will feel tingly. Remember, try to make it sound like your mobile phone. If it doesn't sound quite right to you or you don't get that tingling feeling, remember, move your tongue so it's just against your top teeth. Feel that pressure. Now let's try some words that use that loud, buzzy TH sound at the beginning. And to get them to sound right, I want you to say them slowly and exaggerate the sound. Just copy me. That. Those. Then. Though. These. Now at normal speed, without that exaggeration. That. Those. Then. Though. These. And now in a sentence, first slowly exaggerating, putting emphasis on that sound. There was a loud noise in the night, and they ran away. And now at normal speed, without that emphasis, there was a loud noise in the night, and they ran away. Before we move on, make sure you can pronounce that loud, buzzy v. If not, just hit rewind and do those exercises again until you're confident. Ready to move on? Great. Now let's look at some English words that have this loud, buzzy v sound inside them. First slowly and saying the v sound strongly. Father. Notice here the ER is changed to the schwa sound. That's that little sound that's the most common sound in English. So it's not father, it's father. Father. You try. Smoothly. Gathering. Southern. Leather. And now at normal speed, father. Smoothly. Gathering. Southern. Leather. And in a sentence, despite the weather, we gathered together. And at normal speed, despite the weather, we gathered together. Now let's check out words that have that loud, buzzy v sound at the end of them. Unfortunately, there aren't very many of them. First slowly and exaggerated. Breathe. Clothe. bathe, loathe. Loathe means to hate. Loathe. Scythe. That means to cut. Scythe. And now at normal speed, breathe, clothe, bathe, loathe, scythe. And in a sentence, even though she was lithe, she was loath to sunbathe. And at normal speed, even though she was lithe, she was loath to sunbathe. Now let's completely break your habit of using a different sound to replace that loud, buzzy th sound by using these pairs of words. Remember to get your tongue in the correct position, slightly off your bottom teeth and pushing against your top teeth. Follow me and we'll say them first slowly with emphasis and then we'll go through them at normal speed. Father, fatter, father. Other, udder, other. Leather, lesser, leather. Breathe, breed, breathe. And now said at a normal speed without that exaggeration. Father, fatter, father. Other, udder, other. Leather, lesser, leather. Breathe, breed, breathe. Now a question I often get asked is, well, when do you use the breathy th sound and when do you use the harder buzzy th sound? And the truth is, there isn't a rule, or at least not 100% one. Some people will try to tell you that you use the soft, breathy th sound at the beginning of a word, particularly a function word like this and that. And while that is true, it's not 100% true. And so really the best thing you can do is just listen to native English speakers, hear when they use a th or a th sound, and just copy them. Because there just isn't 100% rule on this, no matter what anyone else tells you. But what we can do is use some tips and tricks that will allow you to use them in fast connected speech, so that you sound like a native English speaker. And the first trick is, if a word ends in a TH sound, and the next word starts with a TH sound, for example, worth ends in a th, soft, breathy TH sound, and the word the starts with a loud, buzzy th sound, we simply don't pronounce the first one. In other words, in this example, the one at the end of worth. So worth the becomes were the, which when you say it slowly sounds terrible, but at normal speed in a sentence it sounds really natural. Let's try it with this sentence, and first I'll say it slowly. The English course was worth the money. And at normal speed, the English course was worth the money. You try. One more time. The English course was worth the money. Let's try it with these two words. With these. So we don't pronounce the TH sound at the end of with, and it becomes with. With these. Again, that sounds terrible, but in a sentence, would you like drinks with these? You try. Would you like drinks with these? You can also use this trick when words end in the T sound and are followed by a word beginning with the TH. For example, brought and that. We don't pronounce the T and it becomes brought that. In a sentence slowly, I brought that dog. And at normal speed, I brought that dog. You try. Now some people have trouble going from of to a TH sound. For example, of these. To make this really simple, change the vowel sound O in of to the schwa sound, the little sound, and just don't pronounce the v at all. So it just becomes So of these becomes these, which again sounds terrible, but in a sentence, I want one of these. Did you hear it? I want one of these. I want one of these. You try. Our next tip will help you get from the N sound in English to the TH sound. For example, win that. Normally, when you make an N sound in English, your tongue goes almost up to the top of your mouth. But when you realise there's a TH sound following it, only take your tongue halfway. So it's almost already in position to make that TH sound. Watch me as I demonstrate how to go from the N sound to the TH by hardly moving my tongue at all. Remember, your tongue only goes half the distance it normally would to make that N sound. You try. Now let's use the same technique on these words win that, and it becomes win that. Win that. You try. Win that. And in a sentence, I knew I was going to win that contest. Let's try another sentence. The tree was in the way. In the. The tree was in the way. You try. You can use the same tip when a word ends in L and the next word starts with the TH sound. Instead of taking your tongue all the way to the roof of your mouth, just take it halfway so that feel that becomes feel that. Feel that. And in a sentence, I feel that we should go out today. So for N's and L's that are followed by a TH sound, just reduce the movement of your tongue. Now let's put it all together. Listen to this conversation that contains lots of various types of the TH sound. And afterwards, you'll get to take part in this conversation. But first, just watch and listen.
Thanks for helping me.
Do you think this is the best way to wash dishes?
Well, that way was good enough for my mother.
I just thought that I would rather have a dishwasher.
I'm loath to say it, but I think you're right. We should get one of those.
Thanks. I'll give the store a ring and we should have one by Thursday. Now it's your turn to join in. Your words will appear on the screen as you need them. For the best results, speak out loud. Do you think this is the best way to wash dishes? I just thought that I would rather have a dishwasher. Thanks. I'll give the store a ring and we should have one by Thursday. You can practice your TH sounds even more by clicking on this link. I'll see you next time.